Shemar, I hope Shemar comes in. He needs to be here. The number one thing that a rookie needs is a fast start and a good, productive rookie season. And that normally translates into a long, productive NFL career. And so I would encourage him to be here and start building the bond with his teammates and getting his career started, because he can be a factor for a championship caliber football team, and you don't always get that opportunity. And so I'd like to see him, and I hope he gets here soon.
What's the status with the negotiations on that? I know it's kind of weird with the contracts up in Sodom, but where are you all at in terms of trying to get that thing going?
The negotiations, I won't get into all the details of it. I don't blame Shemar. He's listening to the advice that he's paying for. I don't understand the advice. I don't agree with it. I'm not the one paying for it. But that's where it is. If I thought we were treating him unfairly, it would be a different story, but we're treating him fairly with all the rest of the draft picks in this year's draft.
Why did you decide that this year was the year to add that language?
Well, we're probably the last one to do it, and it's just contracts evolve in our league. They evolve in positive ways for players, and language evolves over time. I've been in it 30 years. There hasn't been a year where contracts haven't evolved. It's just what they do. Signing bonuses go up. Guarantees get extended throughout the draft further down, so there's a lot of positives, evolutions, and there are things in the language that protect clubs, and it's a very small thing, and all it does is come in line with what the rest of the league is doing and what is understood, the meaning of the void language. So without getting into the weeds, we're probably one of the last, if not the last team to evolve to this, and so it's not something that I believe is unfair, but again, he's listening to the advice he's paying for, and I'm not going to blame him.
Was it a major surprise that he didn't practice this spring, didn't sign the waiver?
Well, that was new, yeah. It was new. Again, that's between he and his advisors, and do I think that benefits him, us, or anybody? I don't.
What could be the middle ground to working out?
I'm not going to negotiate this thing any further here, but thanks.
What about Trey Hendrickson?
Trey? Yeah, Trey's an important part of our team. I've got tons of respect for him. He's a great football player. He's under contract. We expect all of our guys under contract to be here. That's just the way it is. He's a guy that I've said before has earned a raise and an extension. I'd love to give him one. We're trying to work one out. It's a good problem to have. Having a bunch of really good players is a good problem to have. Having a bunch of high-paid players is a good problem to have. You just have to fit it together. And
you are still trying to get a deal.
We would like to come to an agreement with him that satisfies him and fits with us, and it's a good problem to have. Really good players, it's what makes us a championship caliber football team, which we are, and we'll continue to work to try to get everyone satisfied.
Do you feel like you guys can get that done before the season starts?
I don't know. I'd be guessing.
Yeah. Without getting in the weeds, what's the holdup? Like, what's the hang-up?
That's probably the weeds. Yeah, that's probably the weeds.
What's the kind of trade-off when you have a player of that age and deciding, okay, he wants, because he said long-term?
Yeah, I'm not going to go through the positives and negatives about him, us, or the numbers here at all. I have a ton of regard and respect for Trey, and he is a fantastic player. He's what we look for in players. He's been very productive. He's been a great signing for us. And if we can come to some agreement that gives him a raise and extension, that would be great.
What do you like about Desmond Ritter, and what do you think he brings to your quarterback room?
Yeah, Desmond, we worked him out the other day. We knew he was out there. We thought he might have interest. We had some interest in him. We brought him in, looked at him, was impressed. He's ready to go. He's in shape. His arm looked good. Gives us another guy to look at, maybe develop, be in the pipeline if we need. The hope is that we don't need another quarterback, that we have one. But if something were to go awry, he's a guy that we'd like to work with and see if he's a fit for our offense. You never really know until the guy gets in your offense and can perform in your offense to understand, does he fit exactly what you want. And we want guys that fit what we do. We don't want to have 2 or 3 different offenses for the quarterback that's in the game.
Does it add a little something that he knows the city and knows kind of just what Cincinnati's about?
I don't think that can hurt. Yeah, I don't think that can hurt. He's going to see the inside of a film room and a practice field, so that pretty much exists everywhere in the country. But I think he has a comfort level here. He certainly has a fan base here. I'm a fan of his, from watching him at UC. And so that's always a positive.
Sorry, dude. You've done plenty of these deals right before camp, leading up to camp. Are you happy with Trey, where the dialogue stands? Anything you can describe on just the dialogue that's taken?
Well, we're trying. Yeah, there's been dialogue, and we'll see. We'll see. I don't have any more answer to it than that, but. Got a ton of respect for him, and I think he's earned a raise and an extension, and we're trying to give him one.
Starting fast is going to be such a time.
Yeah.
How important would it be to have Trey on the field for that week 1 contract just from a starting fast standpoint?
Trey's an important part of our team. We want our team whole. We want to get through camp healthy. We want all of our starters to get through camp in the preseason healthy and be ready to go. Whether that happens or not, we'll see. There's already been injuries around the league where teams are already scrambling a little bit. So it's something that you try to get to week 1 as full speed as you can, and that's the balance between playing people a lot and playing them a little, and hopefully we have everyone here and ready to go.
Just how this roster was put together, how are you feeling entering camp?
Great. I think we have a championship caliber team, and I know our players believe that, and they should. Last year was a tough year. We were a few plays away from being one of the best records in the league. We managed to lose games in about every fashion. We lost 7 games at the end last year. We could have been 16-1 had everything gone our way, but everything didn't go our way. And we failed on 4th down. We failed in the kicking game. We failed to convert first downs when we needed to, and it snowballed and took us out of contention, which was unfortunate because we had a really dynamic team last year. And one of the things we wanted to do going into this year is make sure we kept that together, because that crew believes that they can win it all, and I do too. And so we went to work trying to keep it together as best we could. And we brought a lot of guys back and extended a lot of guys that are important to our franchise and who are players that make a difference in winning and losing.
Is it fair to say, given where you are health-wise, we all have to be back, there aren't any excuses for going out and not just going to get the postseason, making a run? Is that fair to say?
Well, I don't make excuses ever. I mean, there hasn't been a year where I've sat here and said we're not going to make a run. So I believe in our football team. A lot of people believe in our football team, and the most important people are the ones in our locker room, and they are all excited to get going.
Looking right now at defensive ends and the moves that you could pick up, because that feels like the weak point for this team.
I don't know. We've got some guys in-house that we like a lot. We're trying to build a wave of guys. On the defensive line, it's important to have a group of guys that can that can stay fresh, and you roll them in during the course of a game, particularly late in games or late in long drives, and they give you that fresh body. And we're trying to build a big wave of guys there. We're always looking for healthy guys and good guys and guys that can fit our scheme and fit our culture. So if there's somebody out there like that, maybe we'll bring them in, maybe we won't. I don't know. I can't predict that.
Sign Murphy, is there a year to?
Yeah, I've got belief in both those guys, and I think they'll get a lot of opportunity, and they'll be part of that wave that we're talking about. And Shemar should be part of that wave. The hope is that he will be, and so is Trey. Trey's under contract and part of our team. So I see a good opportunity for our D-line to be really dynamic. We've got 2 young defensive tackles. We brought in a defensive tackle that I'm really excited about, and TJ Slayton. And we got BJ Hill back, which was an important piece for us. He's produced for us. He's been a good producer. So I feel like we're building that wave on the D-line, and they've got to come in and do it and stay healthy, and we'll see if that happens.
Obviously, last year, Shemar was around, even though the negotiations are going on, and I know every situation is different. Do you anticipate, are you hopeful that Trey will be here Tuesday or tomorrow?
Well, sure, I'm hopeful. I mean, like I said, we believe everyone under contract should be here. So I'm not going to speak for him. That would be more of a question for him.
What would the contingency plan look like, or how concerning would it be if this drags into the season with both of those guys? How much would that, does that cross your mind?
I won't get into hypotheticals, yeah.
How much
Everything crosses my mind, but I won't get into hypotheticals here.
does that raise the degree of difficulty to get everybody in sync per week? I mean, that seems like everybody's always rushing. How much more does that put things behind the eight ball for the team who are trying to coalesce? You've got two guys that you hope to be key contributors.
Well, I don't know that they won't be here. We'll see.
Leadership defensively, I feel like there's going to be some new voices emerging this year, and just the importance of that big picture where this team's going to go.
Yeah. We need some of the young guys to start being leaders over there. You know, when you lose Sam Hubbard, who was the ultimate leader, it's a hard thing. And somebody's going to have to step up and fill that role. B.J. Hill's a very good leader for us, and I've seen some leadership qualities in T.J. Slayton in the little time I've been around him. So, you know, we need the veterans to continue to be veterans, but we need some of those young guys to step up. And Logan is a lead-by-example guy, and people follow him, and he does things the right way, so I'm excited about that as well. And I see leadership qualities in Jordan Battle and Geno Stone and our young corners. You know, those guys are guys that we're relying on, and I think they see that opportunity. Sometimes there's opportunities to grow into leadership roles on certain teams. Sometimes those roles are taken. Right now we're open there for guys to step up and be positive leaders for us.
I know y'all haven't got any quarterbacks in a while, so this is kind of an off-the-wall scouting question for you, which you might know, so we'll see.
I'm sure I will. Ben.
I hope so. What's the difficulty now when we're evaluating quarterbacks coming out, and that when they transfer maybe earlier than they did, especially guys who have potential pro talent and starters, how does that maybe impact their development? How do you guys gauge your development? Where did we maybe after year one, or before summer camp year two, and then they're already at a new school year two?
College quarterbacks? Well, I mean, without going into a long dissertation about college football, I like what's going on in college football? Not really. No, I don't think it's good for team building. I don't think it's good for the universities. I don't think it's good for the fan bases. I think there needs to be something done there. I don't know that I can solve it sitting here. But when people don't have time around other people and other system in a same system, that's going to retard the development a little bit. It just is.
How do you account for that when you're going through the draft process? Not just quarterback, but any position when they don't have a lot of time.
You project, everything from college is a projection. So you're projecting the skill set, and you're projecting what you hear and what you see, and how the guy behaves around his teammates, and how they come together with him, or whether they don't. I mean, everything's a projection from college to the NFL, and just gets a little bit more of a projection the less you see of a guy.
Speaking of projections, how important, not important, how much are you projecting the new members of the staff, from offensive line to other guys on the defense, from a coaching staff standpoint, impact on the defense?
Yeah, I mean, so far so good. I was impressed, with their contributions in the draft process. It gave me a chance to kind of get a feel for their personalities and how they view the football world and what they like in players, which is important. We want to be aligned on all that. I got a chance to view their work ethic, and it was impressive. The guys are all in, and they do what's necessary, and they do more than what's necessary. The players that they're coaching show respect for them, which is one thing I look for on the practice field. I think they command respect, and they know what they're doing, and there's an energy level to them. Al has high energy, and so anybody around Al is going to have high energy, and that's a good thing. And I've been really impressed with how the defense has come together throughout the offseason, under Al, and what he's trying to accomplish. I see the vision, and it's impressive. And with Scott Peters, he's impossible to not respect and like. I mean, he's all football all the time. The players know it, sense it. They know that he has their best interest in heart. And he's really a technically sound coach, and he's a team guy. And so it's been fun getting to know him.
Regarding NIL, it used to be that rookies came in, they need money, they want to sign a contract, get it done, so they get some cash, go. But now NIL, right? So a guy like Shemar, as an example, are you seeing there's just not as big a desire to get signed quickly because of NIL money? Is it changing?
I don't know that I would agree with that. I think money is money, and getting it is better than not getting it. So I don't know that I've seen a difference in that.
Does Al want Dax on the outside or at what's his?
Well, you probably see Al come through here in a minute. You probably ask him, I'm not the guy that decides that. I'm looking forward to seeing Dax play. Dax was really coming on, and it was fun to see. He's going to be a big contributor. His knee looks great, which is fantastic. And he's a guy that we're really counting on this year. All those guys coming back from injuries, Logan and DJ, those guys are going to be valued members. Yeah, we think. We'll see him. He comes on Tuesday, so we'll see what kind of shape he's in when he gets here.
See a guy like that start to come on that hard, and then last year he comes on, I knew it.
Soul crushing when he tears his ACL and is done, because you can see what's about to happen, and he's the type of kid that he won't miss a beat coming back off of injury. So I look forward to seeing that. Cam Taylor-Britt, I've got nothing but high regard for his competitiveness and play style. Can't wait to see him bounce back to what he started his career doing, which is being an aggressive, ball-hawking, tough, athletic corner that he is. So there's a lot of guys in the secondary I'm really looking forward to seeing.